am a 38-year-old woman. Yes, I am 38 years old. I just turned 38 a few days ago. I have no shame in that. I love myself. I love my body. I love everything. I love my mindset. Listen, I'm grateful to be here another year. But I'm 38 years old. I don't have a husband. I'm not married. No, I'm not. Have I been engaged? Yes. Have I had boyfriends? Oh, for sure. But I'm not married. Okay? I am not married. I've never been married. Okay? I don't have any kids. Yes, I don't have kids. Okay? Once upon a time in my 20s and early 30s, when I would tell people I don't have any kids, it was, they would glorify it like, oh girl, don't ever have kids. But now the closer you get to 40, people are like, what's wrong with you, girl? What you waiting on? I'm tired of seeing these posts about, oh, you're 36 years old and you don't have a man yet. You're undesirable. Oh, I don't want you. The other man didn't want you. I don't want you either. I'm single by choice. By choice. Because let's just be honest, right? If you are in the dating field and you're a woman right now, single in the dating field, there is a gender war that is literally going on right now. And you could very well be a sane individual, but because you have met a man who is broken and has been scarred by multiple women that he was supposed to be with, he's going to come in and not know how to treat you or handle who you are. He sees that you're healed and it's going to trigger his demons. So he's going to automatically feel like this is too good to be true, and he's going to end up self-sabotaging or just overall sabotaging the relationship. That's just kind of what's happening out here.
I feel like when societal wise, right, when women are younger, their market value is higher according to society because that's what they want, right? You're supposedly in your prime, you supposedly look your best, you don't have as much baggage. You're still open to change and learning, whereas man's market value is lower when they're younger. You don't have anything. You don't have any money. You haven't sustained a career. You're still learning. You're still growing. But then as men get older, their market value grows. Whereas unfortunately, it seems like for women, as women get older, their market value goes down because let's just be honest, most men are looking for a woman to build a family with, to have children. The older you get, the harder it is for you to have children. Maybe you already have them. You don't want to continue to do it. You stop taking care of your body. You're not as desirable. So older men will usually go for younger women, not all, of course, but for younger women, which makes their value higher. And then vice versa. The, younger women want to go for older men because they're more established. They can actually take care of them. They actually have a plan for their life. They already have a career. They have money.
Okay.
That's my opinion on that.
All right. Go ahead, Clout. You always have an interesting take, man. I'm curious if it's similar, if you could add anything else.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with that. I think that's pretty much the standard perception of sexual marketplace value is that when women are younger, their marketplace value tends to be a little higher. And it's assumed that as they get older, their marketplace value will decrease, and vice versa for men. When men are younger, they tend to have a lower sexual marketplace value, but as they get older, it tends to increase. So I would agree with her.
Can I
Go
say?
ahead, yeah, go ahead.
For the men. So, is the vagina different? Like, I think that a lot of men would prefer a woman, and I don't think this necessarily is contingent upon age, but I think some men would prefer women who have a little bit of know-how. But I just kind of want to ask the men, like, vagina-wise, do you feel like the vagina is better when they in their early, or it's better after?
Well, so I would say that it's not necessarily the vagina, is what's attached to it or who's attached to it. Me personally, I think it's for me growing up, I was more attracted to older women because older women, they play less games. It was straight to the point. Hey, If we just messing around, we just messing around. If we looking at something more serious, then you know what it is. Compared to younger women, where you're gonna go through that, I want to have makeup to break up sex. I want to fight and pick, and I want to be loud and do, all of the shit that young people did at that time. So I think that with I think the value of men and women in the marketplace depends on that person, because if you don't bring any value to the relationship and you're nothing but something to look at, then you're gonna play the same part regardless of how old you are. But if you actually bring something, as everybody talk about now, if you actually bring something to the table, then you're definitely a lot more valuable than somebody that doesn't have shit going for them. They just want to complain or sit around or fight or whatever the case may be. People want to feel comfortable with this person and what it is that they can deliver to them in life. If that makes sense.
Go ahead, Cloud. You trying to say something?
Yeah, no, I was going to say that to answer Angie's question. I don't think it's definitely the vagina. I think it's more so the aesthetic. You know what I mean? Like, because the vagina can vary depending on the age or the woman in general, but the aesthetic, I think, is what draws men to the younger women, because it's like everything's newer. Everything's like fresher. So if we're thinking of all the parts men like about women, like when you're in young womanhood, all those things are like the firmest and bounciest. The skin tends to be the softest and supplest. You know what I mean? Like the stomach is a little bit more flatter. The hips are a little bit more dipping. You know what I mean? So I think that's really what it is.
All right, go ahead, Luis. That was you, Hank?
No, I was gonna ask her what's her stupid ass question again, because Angie come with some stupid shit. What was that dumb ass question again? Could you repeat yourself, man?
Hank, don't start with me, Hank. Don't start with me. I basically said, I'm not. Should I respond to this because he's a stupid ass question? Okay, so basically, I was asking for the men, sexual value is contingent upon whether she's in her 20s, 30s, or 40s. Like, is it better when you're in your 20s? Is it better when they're in their 30s? Is it better when they're in their 40s? And I'm asking y'all because they are specifically specified the sexual value, not the overall value. But according to what Vid said, I think that he said his sexual experience, he would rate it upon a combination of not just how you look, but the experience that you bring, because that contributes to how good the sex is.